Welcome to Big Game Hunter,
where we hunt the big games
to make us all look tame.
Let's go. Hello and welcome back to Big Game Hunter. And obviously a little bit different of an episode this week. I am at home because I'm gonna vote. Guts, you vote?
Absolutely. I'm an American goddamn citizen.
Okay, well, I was just making sure. I came back to vote, got to be here in Ohio, but we still got to do the show. The show goes on. You can't forget about Hunter number 1, your boy Lloyd Locks, and Hunter number 2, our guy Gutsy Picks Cash. But you can never forget about what? Our fearless deer.
10-pointer.
Still 10-pointer?
10 of them. 3, 4, 5. Yep. Math checks out.
Yeah, math checks. Okay. Good. You guys know the deal on the show, man. 5 college football, 5 NFL. I'll put the previous records of last week on the screen right now so you guys see those. And we got a good week, obviously, ahead of us. Some great football last week. We got some more good football this week. 5 college football games. We start with a big one first. 2 ranked teams going at it on Saturday night. It's Pitt at SMU this weekend. SMU is a 7.5-point dog. I believe the total is 58.5 this weekend. Guts, you know how I feel about Pitt. I'll express my feelings in a little bit, but I'll let you go first. Guts, what you got?
I was going to say, SMU is 7.5-point favorites.
Oh, did I say dogs?
Yeah. See, it threw me in a whirlwind right away.
Favorites. Hand up, gloves up. That's on me. Favorites.
No worries. Look, as a guy who bet on Pitt last week, got the best cash ever because literally there was like 10 interceptions. I mean, literally Kyle went out there and just handed me the cash. He said, here's free money. I like Pitt, but I think this is an SMU week for sure. I mean, they are going to struggle to move the ball against SMU defense. I know Pittsburgh's defense has also been pretty solid so far. Honestly, my favorite play in this game, the under. I think it's going to be a lot of methodical drives. I think each team's not going to want to give up the ball necessarily. I absolutely love the under here. I think Pitt's O has got to go, and if it's going to go, it's probably going to be right here. I lean SMU, but I like the under.
I do think it's a good spot for the under, bro, because, again, I'll say this till I die. I've said this to Gutsy for the past 3 weeks. This Pitt football team is the most overrated, undefeated team in college football history ever. This team sucks. Syracuse was supposed to beat them last week. They did it. Okay, they should have lost to Cal, should have lost to UC, should have lost to West Virginia. This is not a good football team, and they're finally going to go on the road and get absolutely exposed by a good defense and a better offense. Last week, what they did to Kyle McCord was not the Pitt defense. That was just Kyle McCord, okay? Ex-Buckeye. I'm glad he's gone. I don't want him, don't need him. I love SMU. I know we do sitting ducks. This is a candidate right here early in the show. SMU minus 7.5 this weekend. This Pitt football team gets absolutely exposed. SMU dogs at home. Haven't lost a game at home this season. An absolutely horrible spot to back the Panthers. So we're not. We're rocking with the Mustangs. Give me the minus 7.5. But again, Guts loves the under. And so do I. Don't forget about that play either. Could be sharp. On to our second game, which is going to be a really, really good one. The line's kind of weird, Guts. I'm excited to talk about this one. Texas A&M is at South Carolina. Our Gamecocks, Guts. Our Gamecocks. Our Texas A&M, they are on the road. Obviously, they are a 2.5-point favorite in this game. The total is 44.5. South Carolina has had really, really close games this season with LSU and Bama. They've had a lot of close games. 4-3, really could honestly have a totally different record if just a couple footballs went their way. Texas A&M, though, come in red hot. They've won 7 in a row. Haven't lost a game since Notre Dame week 1. This team is absolutely legit, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Gus, what do you got here?
The fact that my LSU ticket last week didn't cash is fucking criminal. And I'll say this. If Mike Elko doesn't start Reed this weekend, he is an absolute moron. That being said, this might be my biggest college football play of the season. The Gamecocks, one of, if not the best secondary in all of college football, okay? Going up against probably Reed, who, again, cannot throw the football. He went into a game and threw the ball 2 fucking times, ran it 9 times. The Cox are going to rout these boys on defense, especially. I'm telling you right now, Reed will be benched by half, and Connor Wegman's going to come back in. And guess what? Connor Wegman fucking sucks. Give me the Cox.
I love the Cox here. I think this is a really, really weird spread, man. At home, bro, the Cox have played great at home. They've had a ton of close games against really, really solid football teams. And again, this is an A&M team that really hasn't seen a great defense. I do not believe yet. And I think that this is coming this weekend. And look, I know the Aggies defense is tremendous, okay? But the Aggies play really, really well at home. When they've gone on the road this season, they have struggled. I expect them to struggle in this game at South Carolina. I'm going to do it as well, Guts. I like the plus 2.5. I'd like to get plus 3, but I think that South Carolina could win this game. So I'll be safe. If you put it on my card, I'll take them plus 2.5. But I also am 100% thinking about the money line as well, Guts.
I don't want the points. Keep them. I don't want them. When I'm watching this back, this card right here, it better not say Cox plus 3. It better say Cox money line.
On to game number 3, both teams coming in 4-4. The Trojans versus the Huskies, and USC has gone downhill. As a top 10 team before the season started, a team that was supposed to be really, really legit, this team was supposed to be just a monsoon on offense. And they have been, but they can't get any stops. Lincoln Riley's kind of lost the team a little bit. Lost 3 of their last 4, especially 2 weeks ago, being up 14 and ended up losing on the road at Maryland. Absolutely atrocious. They pick up a win last week against Rutgers in Washington. They played great at home. So, Guts, this one's a tough one, man. Obviously, Washington has pretty much the 3rd best secondary in all of college football. What do you think? You think Miller Moss can pull this one out?
Look, I like Miller Moss, but at the end of the day, Lincoln Riley brought his pyramid scheme to USC, and they're fucking paying the price for it, okay? I've never liked Lincoln Riley. All I've done is talk shit about that scumbag since he fucked over me and every other Oklahoma bettor / fan. I like Washington here. Like you were just talking about, arguably even the best secondary in the country. Miller Moss is going to be seeing fucking ghosts out there. The team just can't consistently put it together. Washington's offense, I don't love it, but I think the defense is going to be able to do enough, get us enough drives, and I just think we're going to try to run the clock, control the clock. Don't let Lincoln Riley just go get the football. I love Washington. Give me the Huskies here.
Washington, undefeated at home this season, and they have been a monster at home. Not an easy place to play. I'll take the plus 3 this weekend because USC is downhill, bro. This team was supposed to be legit, bro. Guts, this was supposed to be a championship contending team this year. I love it. Give me Washington plus 3 at home. On to the biggest game, of course. Obviously not for me. There's a big game for me on this card, but a big game for our hunter number 2. Minnesota at Illinois. Weird line. Crazy line, in my opinion. Minnesota's won 3 in a row. Obviously, Illinois last week, me and Guts had the video go out. We got harassed. Guts, by the way, on the internet, absolutely harassed you and me because they got smoked by Oregon.
Yeah, that was tough. That was not indicative of what kind of school we are, by the way. Don't let that poison your brains. Listen, I'll just get right into it. Illinois is still a football school. Okay, still a football school. It's a football school now, I should say. I don't want to say still. We're a football school now. And side note, I'm not impressed with how Minnesota's gone through the season. I feel like they've squeaked past certain teams so far this year in games they shouldn't have even won. I think the line's a little bit stinky, but I do think that Luke Altmaier, still that guy. I don't want to get Luke Altmaier, still that guy. Okay, I love the offense. I still love the passing game, and I love Illinois to go out and cover this goddamn football game.
I don't see how Illinois doesn't win this game, bro. Illinois this season, undefeated at home. They've played some really good teams at home. Wiped Nebraska on a Friday night. I think that they're being a little bit undervalued after the effort that was put in last week against Oregon. Obviously didn't play very well. I don't want the points in this game. Don't want them. Don't need them. I don't want plus 3. No. The second week in a row that I'm going to have Illinois money line on my card at plus chicken. And I hope this week goes a lot better than it did last week. On to the biggest game of the weekend. The Nittany Lions at home against Ohio State this weekend, man, going into Penn State. I'll go first. This game means a lot more to Ohio State than it does to Penn State right now because Penn State's still undefeated. Yeah, they've had a wish-washy of a schedule. They haven't really played anybody. But Ohio State needs to win this game. Because if you lose this game, then you lose the Big Ten championship game, right? Say we do if we play Oregon again. Then you're talking about Ohio State not making the playoffs. And I'm going to say this right now as a diehard Buckeye fan. I've been diehard Buckeye since I was 5 years old. If Ryan Day loses this game, there will be serious conversation about him being fired because he doesn't win the big ones, Guts. There's a lot of coaches out there that just don't find ways to win the big ones, and he's one of them. And Buckeye fans are tired of it. You lose to Oregon. Okay, well, we should have won that game. If you were a better coach, we'd win that football game. And so this weekend, man, obviously we'll talk about the matchup a little bit. I do think, obviously, both defenses are great. I think it could go under. It's kind of a classic Ohio State beats Penn State 2013, 2017 spot. So I do like the under in the game. Ohio State right now currently a 3.5-point favorite. I will take it. I do think Ohio State covers. The offense, to me, is way better. And Drew Aller, do you want Drew Aller and his offense, or do you want Will Howard and his explosive Buckeye offense? The Ohio State offense is better, and I believe the Ohio State defense is better. Penn State has not seen a team like Oregon. Okay, we saw a team like Oregon. Penn State hasn't seen an offense close to that. And they're going to see us this weekend, and there's going to be warning signs all over that stadium because the Buckeyes are coming in the explosive passing offense. I love it. I'll take the Buckeyes, but if Ryan Day finds a way to lose this game, I want him fired immediately.
I wish I could just sit here and say Penn State, but I just simply can't. This is the battle of the baby back bitches. At the end of the day, I agree. Penn State, I don't think they're going to be ready for a team with a level like Ohio State. I think Ohio State, again, I've been saying it. I'm not an Ohio State fan, but I think they're the best team in the country. I think they're the best team in the country coming into the season. I think they're still currently better than Oregon. I don't care if they lost to them. I know Oregon's look like. I just don't believe in Gabriel. We're not here to talk about Oregon. I like Ohio State to dominate this game. By the way, he might not even play. Drew Allen might not even play.
Is that true?
Yes, it's still not confirmed.
Is he hurt? Did I miss the Penn State game last weekend?
He's still he got taken out like in the second quarter, third quarter.
I don't root for injuries. We 100% don't root for injuries on this show. And that will do it for the college football segment here. Obviously, some great games this weekend. We're excited for them. Let's move on to a segment that we do on the show every week. For college football, it is called The Sitting Duck. Okay, I love the little...
Yeah, a little flair. I'm adding a little flair to it.
Flair for the kids, huh? All right. My sitting duck this week, it's Minnesota. Illinois wins this game. They are overpricing the fuck out of this line, bro. Illinois is not going to lose this game at home, bro. They're a different team at home. Yeah, you play the number one team in the country. Okay, what do you think's going to happen? This is Minnesota. We're talking about the Gophers here. My sitting duck this week, Minnesota. Illinois wins this game outright.
My sitting duck, Texas A&M. They stand absolutely no chance this weekend. Reed is going to get exposed in the first half bench. Connor Wegman's going to come in and show how bad he really fucking is. I can't wait to watch it happen. Give me the Cox.
Our fearless deer, I'll take the first one first. College football.
I wanted Illinois, and I wanted the Cox. So I'm in a tough spot.
You mean, no, you're more than welcome to double down. We've never done a double down on this show, but you're more than welcome.
Encouraging the shooting of a dead duck.
Double tap. ILL.
I.
Okay. The sitting duck for the fearless deer is Minnesota. He's rocking with me. I absolutely love it. On to the NFL. The Cowboys marching into Atlanta this weekend. The Cowboys lost to the Niners Sunday Night Football, and the Falcons almost blew it last weekend against the Bucs, but found a way to get it done. The Falcons -2.5 in this spot.
I had the Falcons last week. It was absolutely disgusting watching them just choke to a team that has absolutely no weapons left, led by Baker Mayfield. Listen, I don't like the Cowboys, but I think the Cowboys are going to win this game outright, okay? Again, it's another game that I don't even want the points. They need to win so bad. No team is getting more shit talked about than the Cowboys, okay? I like them in this spot. I like Kirk Chains. I like the Falcons and what they've done. I don't know if the defense is going to be prepared because I actually think this offense for the Cowboys is still pretty fucking good, okay? Give me the Cowboys money line.
The Falcons have really not played anybody, bro. They played Pittsburgh week 1, lost to them, right? They played an Eagles team that was bruised and battered, right, in week 2, and they found a way to win that game on the road. They played Kansas City, lost. That's a good one, right? And they beat the Saints. They beat the Bucs. They beat the Panthers. They lost to the Seahawks, and then they beat the Bucs last week. This is not a team that has seen a lot of high-powered offenses. This is a spot where the Cowboys need to get back on track as well. I think that everybody's talking about Mike McCarthy getting fired. Obviously, CD had a big week last week. Dak and the team are kind of down. The Cowboys are what? Are they 4-3? No, they're 3-4. I mean, the Cowboys need to get it together. And I think that they have a chance to do that this weekend on the road. A big-time road win for the Cowboys this weekend will be massive. I don't want it. I want the +3. I'll take it to -115 right now. So I will take that, put that on my card. I also love the Cowboys to get back on track this weekend in Atlanta. So put that on my card. Bears at Cardinals this weekend. Obviously, the Bears lose in an unbelievable fashion on the Hail Mary to the Commanders. I forget what the kid's name was that was dancing, shit-talking the fans, and then came over and literally gave the Hail Mary up himself. But that guy should probably go to jail. Bears at Cardinals. I believe it's Bears. The Bears are a 1.5-point dog this weekend. So, Guts, in Arizona, it's Kyler Murray versus Caleb Williams.
I've got a stat for you. Eberflus is 3-17 as a head coach on the road. His 3 wins were against Bailey Zappi, Sam Howell, and Josh Dobbs. The man is a horrible head coach. The team is fucking dog shit. They should have never even been in the commies game. They got so lucky because of so many penalties on the Commanders. It was insane. The Cardinals offense is just going to find holes. Kyler Murray is going to run all over these boys. And at the end of the day, the offense is just simply not going to be able to keep up. The Cardinals have like the worst defense in the league. The Bears are still not going to be able to do anything about it. It's going to be fucking insane. Eberflus is terrible. He should be fired. Give me the Cardinals money line.
Same side here, dude. I don't see a world where the Bears win this game, especially in Arizona. The Cardinals have played pretty well in Arizona this season. I don't see how the Bears offense is going to be able to move the ball enough. I know the Cardinals defense is atrocious. But again, like last week, even finding a way to win a game against a high-powered Miami Dolphins team where Tua's back, all the mojo, on the road. Like, and you find a way to win that game, dude, you're a good football team. You find a way to win that game. And the Bears are not a good football team. I don't know when we're going to give up the hype on Caleb Williams, but he sucks, man. He's just not very good. And obviously we all know what Kyler Murray can do, and when he's running and scrambling out of the pocket, he's really hard to stop. I think he does that this game, and the Cardinals win it at home against the Bears. So I do love it as well. Give me the Cardinals money line this weekend at home. Love it. On to a big division game here in the NFC North. It's Lions at Packers. Packers are a 3.5-point dog in this game. Obviously, the Lions beat the shit out of the Titans last week, and the Packers escape against a really bad Jacksonville team. Packers 3.5-point dogs. Total 48.5. Mr. Biggs Cash.
The Lions just keep beating the absolute fucking shit out of everybody. I don't know when it's going to come to an end, but I don't think it's going to be here because they're running into a perfect situation, right? They're going to have Willis starting at quarterback for the Packers. This is just automatically going to lead to just more punts and more offensive possessions for the Lions. I hate to be chalky, but I just think the Lions are going to fucking rout these boys again. With Willis, it's so tough.
I don't think the under is a horrible play because I don't believe the Packers are going to be able to score many points. If they score 2 touchdowns and a field goal, that's probably all I think that they will get. So I also, two bets in this game for me. I do want the under, 48.5. I know the Lions can put them up, but even if they put up 30, bro. And, I mean, if it finishes 30-17, you finish at 47, 48.5. Give me the under here. And then I also love the Lions minus 3.5. So I will take that as well. And Gus, we roll on to the next one here. It's Rams at Seahawks. Obviously, Stafford gets everybody back, and the boys are buzzing last week against the Vikings. I mean, absolutely buzzing on Thursday night. Looked like a different team. And I think we all kind of expected that when everybody kind of got back healthy that they would look a lot different, and they did. And again, the defense is kind of picking it up a little bit too. I mean, obviously the Vikings were kind of rolling to only give up 2 touchdowns to them and 2 field goals was nice to see. So Rams, they are on the road though, playing at the 12th man here in Seattle. It's going to be tough. Rams are a 1.5-point favorite in the game. Total's the same as the last one, 48.5. Mr. Picks Catch.
Listen, the Seahawks defense is just not very good. And the Rams, by the way, should be investigated. The Rams should be investigated for what they did last week. Said that Puka Nacua was on a snap count. There was no snap count there. That was fucking insane. Okay, I don't know how snap count this, snap count that. Look, quick and easy. I like the Rams here. The boys have been have I taken every favorite, bro? It feels like I'm taking all chalks right now. I have no idea if I have or if I am.
Me and you, this is the first time ever in the show's history. We are 9 games in right now. We have been on the same side in every game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't stop. The Rams offense is completely different when you insert Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. There's absolutely no doubt about it. The Seahawks defense is just not that good. Not having DK is so brutal. K9 can only do so much. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams.
You have to go Rams here, bro. Did you see what the fuck they did last week? against like the best defense in the NFL. And this offense is just night and day. As a guy that believed in the Rams early in the season without Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, I still thought they'd be able to do some damage. They couldn't, but they get them back, and they look like the team that beat me in the Super Bowl. So you have to take the Rams here. Give me the Rams. Money line this weekend, I'll take it. And the last game that we're going to do here in the NFL, big one for our guy here, Dolphins at Bills. Josh Allen has historically owned the Miami Dolphins. Got to have obviously a bounce back spot after last week's debacle at home. What do you think here? And do you think Josh Allen just dicks you down again?
I'm going to be boots on the ground, okay? I'm going to get this out of the way. I've never seen a Dolphins win in real life, and I've been to a lot of fucking games, okay? I don't remember the last time that I saw us beat the Buffalo Bills. It's literally been what feels like a decade. Miami Dolphins, 6.5-point dogs, best defense in the league, offense coming back. It was a brutal loss last week, but I just think that was like that comeback rust, okay? There was just a couple of things we did wrong, but other than that, really the offense came back and was just absolutely flowing, okay? 6.5-point dogs. Dolphins win outright. And it ends my depression. It ends my darkness. And then we build off it. Playoff run. AFC East. I'll see you in February.
Dolphins lose by 40. 40. There's a actual 0% chance you win this game. It's zero. Josh Allen owns the Miami Dolphins, okay? And look, everybody's back. Everybody's healthy. You guys should be able to do it. This should be the weekend, right, that we end the curse against the Buffalo Bills. Dolphins lose this game 100% by at least 7. This is a game that you guys just don't win ever. So I got to take the Bills. I got to take Buffalo. Give me the 6.5. That'll do it for the NFL segment, fellas. Let's roll right on here to the sitting duck. Let's go deer first.
NFL sitting duck this week is in the Cowboys game, actually. Cowboys-Falcons. My sitting duck is the Falcons. Reasoning. It's going to be a little confusing. Raheem Morris is the Falcons coach.
Head coach.
Was defensive coordinator for the Rams in 2021 to 23 or something like that. Cowboys have dominated the Rams those years. Last time the Cowboys faced the Falcons, they dominated them 43-3. Cowboys are so bad that they have to have a good game.
Okay.
And they're going to have a good game this week. And they're going to dominate the Falcons. The Falcons are really bad well. But I really do think the Cowboys are going to dominate by 10 to 15 points.
Great sitting duck. Could go 2-0, this weekend. Guts, your sitting duck this week in the NFL?
The Bills, that Buffalo, okay? I'm telling you right now, they don't know what's coming. It's a fucking freight train. This team ain't going to be ready. This city ain't going to be ready. They all just think, oh, here come the Dolphins. We're going to cook the Dolphins. We're going to beat them. No, fuck no. We got Tua back. This offense is ready to go 2 weeks in. Watch when we drop 40 on their fucking dome, and Josh Allen can't keep up, and he's fucking crying like a little baby back bitch. Dolphins fucking money line.
My sitting duck this week, Bears at Cardinals. It's the Bears, bro. It's the Bears. I think last week was that big moment in the season where you realize it's over, where you realize no matter what, even if you win the game for all 4 quarters, you'll still find a way to lose. And guess what? You're playing a quarterback that's just like Jaden Daniels. He's arguably a better runner, and he's going to cause your defense a fuckload of problems. My sitting duck this week is Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. I'm all over the Cardinals this weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 6 of Big Game Hunter. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.